All right, welcome back to the Gamer Talk to the Gamer Talk podcast.
Gamer Talk. That's not what it's called. I'm retconning that now.
All right, we'll think of a name later.
We'll
But anyways,
we'll figure it out later.
Yeah, we will. So this is part 2 to our E3 discussion, the winners and losers, what we're expecting this year, and talking about last year. So I recommend you watch part 1 first on Przzyfied's channel, where he talks about Microsoft, Nintendo, and Bethesda. So in my part, I'll be talking about EA, Sony, Ubisoft, and Square Enix. Not the best conferences, but there's a reason I chose these, because a lot of rants incoming. Just get ready for that. So we'll start with EA to get that out of the way. Oh god, I don't even know where to start. So
I just looked at the list. I'm seeing a big boy named Anthem on this.
Oh my god,
I forgot that was at E3.
Yeah, that was. Okay, so this conference was it's very awful. We all know about EA's issues with their games and their microtransactions, and overall they're just bad. So let's get started with Battlefield 5. So the big Battlefield on World War II. Yeah, sales were very bad, but the big Battlefield on World War II that came out October of last year, and that was their first game. So they had, I don't even know, this game didn't turn out well at all. I didn't buy it. I didn't
know it came out.
It did.
I probably would have. I loved 4 and I loved 3.
Yeah, I liked it.
I loved 1 for the weird name it was called.
Yeah, but it was really bad. And they said that they're introducing a battle royale mode, which I was excited.
I see nothing wrong with that.
I see nothing wrong with that. A lot of people, I remember
a lot of people were upset.
We was watching the conference when the guy says, it's Royale, and you just hear a bunch of booing and like negative reactions. It was really funny, but yeah, now that it's out, the sales tanked really badly, and it was overall not very good. I don't recommend you buy it. Just wait for the next one. They come out with yearly titles at this point. I'm assuming they'll announce like Star Wars Battlefront 3. That's what I'm thinking, but we'll see. We don't know. But let's just move on from that. FIFA 19. I don't care. I don't care about the sports games.
Purchase a FIFA game, but I see that it's like a huge. I also hate soccer with a passion, but like
what?
It's fine. I like football.
I love soccer. Yeah, American football. Yeah, we'll get to that later. But yeah, if I don't care about sports games. They come up with these yearly titles, and you're just spending more and more of your money. So I have 18, but when I bought it for like $10, I remember. But don't buy it. I mean, if you're a sports guy, then go for it. But I don't really care. All right, so let's move on to Madden. Madden 19.
I like Madden. I don't see what's wrong with Madden.
I don't like Madden either.
I like sports. Okay, I like sports games. Sue me.
I like sports games. I like NBA 2K, but that's it.
That's a good one.
That's
MLB,
it.
Great game. Chell, great game. Madden, totally fine. I like playing Madden.
Yeah, but this year they didn't even show any like gameplay. They showed this kid who was
everyone knows how Madden. Everyone knows what Madden.
Yeah,
like.
I know.
You don't need to show Madden gameplay.
I know, but they showed this kid who won like a belt. It's like, all right, cool. We don't really care.
The only thing that, like, I think they could show is like the My Career mode, and that's only in 2K. Like there's there's My Career modes in like other ones, but they're not called that. But I don't know. I like those. I don't know. I know it's like a hot take, and I know a lot of people are like sick of sports games, but like I genuinely like playing them.
All right. Well, I don't. So.
I don't like FIFA. FIFA's the only one I just think soccer is boring. Like. I love, like, I'm a big hockey fan. I love playing Chell. Basketball too, baseball. I'm a sports guy.
Okay. Alright, so moving on to Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order, which is coming out holiday.
I was gonna say, 2019. That's not out yet, is it?
Oh no, not yet. No. It comes out like Christmas time, I believe. Around like when
they need to. Yeah. they need to prove that they know what they're doing.
It's made by Respawn, so I'm having a little bit of hope for it because Respawn gave us Apex and Titanfall.
That's true.
We shall see. And the way they announced it was really bad because one of the main guys behind Respawn. He was just sitting in the audience, and the host just goes up to him like, just make him super uncomfortable. Like if you see it, you'll know what I mean. But it was really badly announced. Mm-hmm. They just said it. They didn't like show us anything. So, but now at this point,
we have no idea what the game is going to be. Again, as I'm reading this off an article, it's like for all we know, it could be a collectible card game.
But
and there's literally no information about it other than the fact it's coming out in.
Yeah, but that was like at that point. Now it's like they showed off a trailer, which is actually looks really good. So, and
nice.
I can't wait for it. And the single player, I'm pretty sure
they have some explaining to do.
Yeah.
For Battlefront 2.
Oh yeah.
So
move on to that.
They're gonna have to make this game extra good.
They really do, yeah. But I can't wait for it. I'm really excited. So, yeah. So just a couple of notes about Fallen Order. It's between episodes 3 and 4, so that's like prime like Star Wars time. You know, after the Order
Episode 3
66.
And 4, like the prequels?
No, after, Order 66. This is like after.
Oh.
Yeah. So, they didn't show any gameplay. It sounds awesome, but they announced it way too early. But I'm excited. Holiday 2019. Let's get it. We'll see. I'm hoping they show that at E3, some gameplay this year. I'm hoping that. I'm pretty sure they'll do it. But yeah, so we'll move on from that. They talked about Star Wars Battlefront 2 DLC. They went into the Clone Wars.
But I don't think a single person bought the DLC.
Yeah, I don't think so, because at that point, damage was done. But Clone Wars is awesome. I love the Clone Wars. But yeah, at that point, the damage was done. So I guess we'll move on from that. They had indie games, which was some of them were really cool. Unravel 2. I actually played it. I actually really enjoyed Unravel 2. It's the one with it's like Kirby's Epic Yarn, but for the it's really cool. I think you should try it out.
The trailer was really cute. I like that one. That was my favorite one from this conference.
Yeah. Yeah, I think you should try it out. I really enjoyed it. It's $19.99 on the store, so go and check it out. What else? They had another indie game called Sea of Solitude, which was really cool, and the visuals look really good. But yeah, and then next was NBA Live. I prefer 2K, so I don't know. Have you played NBA Live before?
I have not.
Okay.
I've only played 2K and NBA Street.
All right. What else is there? Command and Conquer Rivals. I've never heard of this, but I don't know, a lot of my friends were very vocal about it. They were very mad that it's a mobile game, and it was single-handedly killed that franchise because it was on the phone, and they were like, they set aside like 15 minutes to do like a competitive match, so that kind of killed the conference for me at that point. But yeah, a lot of people were really mad about that. And then lastly, oh dear, my phone. Lastly, they finished off. It finished off with Anthem. Oh my god.
Not Anthem.
Yeah, not Anthem.
That was probably honestly just as laughable as what was the one we talked about last part? That was really Fallout 76.
Fallout 76. Yeah, this is just as bad.
The game didn't work. It's like oh gosh, what was that game like a couple of years ago that people couldn't play? SimCity. It's like that all over again.
Oh.
Like the game just didn't. You booted it up in the game and you just couldn't play it.
Yeah.
Oh no! Ow.
Yeah, obviously, we know how that turned out now at this point.
Yeah, I guess if you don't know how Anthem turned out, essentially they released the game.
The devs didn't even know how it turned out.
They released it's like an online shooter, right? It's like an online world.
Yeah, Destiny and like.
So like you need to be online with it's like Warframe. You need to be like online with stuff.
That's true.
And you just couldn't go online, so the game was just unplayable.
Yeah.
You were stuck on the home screen.
For like 4 or 5 minutes. Yeah, it was a disaster.
And then when you did get into a crash and stuff, it was awful.
Yeah. So
it was very obviously not ready to release.
Definitely not. Yeah. I remember reading this. That trailer was actually like. That wasn't the game. That was actually like
for sure.
a scripted made.
It was a scripted cutscene.
Yeah,
made
like
a
long
made on,
cutscene.
A computer. Yeah.
Yeah, it wasn't the game. So that was just. I wrote my notes down at the time. I was like, BioWare's making a comeback, and then you come back to now, and it's just nope. So yeah.
Combined with the fact that EA doesn't have the reputation.
It wasn't actually EA's fault.
Like
it turns out it was actually BioWare's fault. Yeah, I remember I watched Angry Joe's video. They were in pre-production for like 4 or 5 years, meaning they didn't develop anything. They were planning for that long, and then they started developing for like a year and a half, and that's what we got. So
that explains it.
Yeah, definitely don't buy Anthem. Don't even think about it. So.
It's a bit too late, I feel like.
Yeah. So, yeah, I mean that's pretty much EA in a nutshell. It's very bad. Anthem turned out to be hot garbage. Hot garbage. They didn't have Skate 4, which was very disappointing.
Think that exists. I'm convinced that doesn't exist.
So, they did have this.
They'll show Skate 4 this year? At this point, it's a meme.
It's I don't know. maybe. I don't know. We've been surprised before, but I don't know. Maybe they actually better listen to their community for once, and make it. But we'll see. There was also, that's pretty much it. I'm gonna give it a 3. That's how bad it was. Now that I would
put mine in that ballpark. I would probably say 4, just because I like the sports games more than you do.
Yeah, I'll give it a 3 because I was gonna give it a 4 as well, but then now that we look back at it, and because of let's talk about Square Enix. Talk about another bad conference. This was.
I've never once been.
I liked how they did a direct.
I've never once been excited for a Square game. I don't think.
I'm very excited this year because of. I'll mention it later, but. The Square Enix, they actually did direct this year, like a Nintendo Direct style, and if they did it live, people would be pissed because of these announcements they made. I'm gonna run through it. Shadow of the Tomb Raider, that's out, and I heard it was decent, but I don't know. I don't know if you have. I don't know if you have it, Shadow of the Tomb Raider, but I don't.
I have a Tomb Raider. I don't think it's Shadow of the Tomb Raider, but I have a Tomb Raider.
All right. Yeah, so I heard that the gameplay looked pretty good. It was decent, but nothing too spectacular. There's also Dragon Quest 11, which is made by the Dragon Ball Z. He's the head of art direction. So if you see like people, hey, that guy looks like looks like from Dragon Ball Z. Well, there's a reason for that. Yeah, I want to try that out maybe one day. What else was there? Babylon's Fall. It was developed by Platinum Games. I've never heard of it, and it's PS4 exclusive, which was really cool. Nier Automata.
I don't think I ended up watching this one because I don't remember any of these.
It's very unnecessary. It's fine if you didn't. It's very unnecessary. I'm gonna run through it real quick.
Just keep going.
Yeah, Nier Automata, which is like a remastered edition for Xbox. Again, they announced it somewhere else. Octopath Traveler, Switch exclusive.
That was cool. I do like Octopath.
Yeah, and then Just Cause 4. Just Cause 4 actually just so crazy with their explosions and visuals. It looks really cool.
It just causes its own little thing.
Yeah.
I feel like I just keep comparing it to Just Cause 2, and it can't compare, but there's definitely a place for Just Cause 4.
Yeah, definitely, yeah. It's already out, so I heard it was pretty good. I don't know. I haven't heard anything about it, but moving on to The Quiet Man. So the trailer for this was really funny because it was just this one dude. He goes into an alley, sees a bunch of a bunch of thugs. They weren't even doing anything. This dude just goes up to him, and just starts beating up the thugs. The thugs were like, "Hey, this isn't your, you don't know where you are. This isn't your alley." And then this dude just starts beating him up for no reason, no trouble. They weren't causing him any trouble. And it's actually out. No one knew when it was gonna come out, and it had a silent release.
It's out?
Yeah, it had a silent release.
Why?
And it's actually really, really bad.
I guess it's called The Quiet Man, so it's
yeah, it had a quiet release.
It's on brand.
Yeah, it was really bad. I've heard, I saw gameplay for it. It was just so bad, so repetitive, and just yeah.
Yikes.
Then obviously the big one is Kingdom Hearts 3. That was announced at Microsoft. Kingdom Hearts 3 had 3 different trailers for this, so
yeah, they went all over the place.
They went all over with it, and each trailer was slightly different. So I actually really enjoyed Kingdom Hearts 3. It was a little disappointing, mainly because of the trailers spoiling pretty much everything. But yeah, that was Kingdom Hearts 3. There would be one more at Sony, which I'll mention later.
Yep.
But this conference is so unnecessary, so bad. There was no event.
They just announced things that were already out, right?
Yeah.
Already got announced before.
From other conferences. It was only 30 minutes, so really bad. There was no Avengers project. There was no Final Fantasy VII remake. None of that. So very, very disappointing. Even I don't know if I want to say if this is worse than EA, but because of Kingdom Hearts 3, I'm a little biased. But I don't know. I would give it a 4 out of 10. You didn't watch it, so I don't know if whatever I said you want to go off of that, but your choice.
I didn't really watch it, but just from you saying it, I'd probably give it a crispy 2. 2?
Alright. Yeah, so just don't. I'm hoping they announce the Avengers project, something about that, please. And then Final Fantasy VII, the remake. They actually announced that at the Sony State of Play a while back, and it looked really good. So and they said they'd be announcing something at around June, which is obviously the E3. So definitely I'm definitely assuming it's gonna be there, but we'll see. All right, so moving on to Ubisoft, or I don't know, Ubisoft. I don't know how you pronounce it. I guess it's either or, but Ubisoft actually had a good conference. I really liked their conference this year.
Yeah, they had some good stuff.
They had some good stuff. Just Dance 2019. Obviously, I mentioned that before.
The best.
They had this really cool performance. I really do not, and I don't really ever like the performances. But this one, I don't know. This one was really, well put together, and it's overall really good. And they didn't have no Aisha Tyler being in bad host. They focused on the developers, and that's what I really liked about it. So I know you're a Just Dance guy. I'm not. I mean, I'll enjoy it once for
I'll dance around.
I'll get a kick out of it during the weekend. I'll rent it, but that's it. But yeah, that's pretty much it for that. And then Beyond Good and Evil 2. I'm really this is up there. Beyond Good and Evil 2 is up there with my most anticipated games. It looks so. They showed a trailer for it, but they didn't show gameplay. You have to go look it up, but the gameplay looked really good. It's so massive, and it looks awesome. They actually had Joseph Gordon-Levitt on stage for a creative challenge thing, which is really cool. But yeah, Beyond Good and Evil 2 look really good. Definitely really excited about that. I'm hoping it releases. I'm assuming they're gonna bring it up again a third time, and that third time they're gonna have a release date. But we'll see.
Hopefully.
There was also Rainbow Six Siege DLC, and
oh yeah,
there was
big
that.
fan.
Yeah.
I play R6.
I have not. I actually really want to try it out when it's on like sale or something, but I'll see. We'll see. I'm busy with a lot of other stuff on the PS4. And yeah, they showed off this like competitive like esports thing, which was really, I guess it was all right, but
R6 has some crazy
yeah,
esports.
yeah, I've heard it's pretty rad. I guess that's the word for it.
I'll pick another one, but yeah.
I pick another one. I guess we'll move on to Trials Rising. This game looks so goofy. I love the Trials games are so fun to play because you don't even like play it seriously. You just have fun with it.
Mm-hmm.
And the guy was also really like, the developer behind it was really like into it too. He crashed into like a box or something on purpose. And he rode in like into the stadium with a bike. It was so fun. It was so good.
I remember that.
Yeah, it's a really funny game. It released actually a few months ago. So, and I actually played it and it was really fun. Definitely one of the best trial games I've played. So I definitely recommend you try that out for yourself.
Okay. I mean, I haven't, but I will.
And it's on all consoles. So like including the Switch. So yeah, so give it a try. Moving on to Division 2. I heard bad stuff about the first Division. How it was like really repetitive and very grindy. Then I heard it got really better, and but at that point Division 2 was announced. So, and it's out. I heard it's like decent, and it's like, but it's the same thing.
Yeah, that's what I've also heard.
Yeah.
I had some friends who were into the first one. I don't think they ever bought the second one.
Yeah, and then they had free DLC announced, which is really awesome. You know, they're not doing what EA does. But yeah, free DLC definitely is awesome. And then yeah, I mean Division 2, I've heard a couple of my friends play it. I might try it out for myself one day if it's on sale. But we'll see. And then Mario plus Rabbids Kingdom Battle, they announced Donkey Kong DLC.
That game is actually like really dope.
It's really good. I thought it was gonna be like a just the thought of Mario and Rabbids was bad enough.
It's genuinely
so really good. It's just so fun. I played it all the way through, and I really enjoyed it. They did like the song performance, which was really cool. I really like the music for this game. The music was really good. And yeah, Donkey Kong obviously is this DLC, so it's not free unlike other things. But I really like this relationship that like Nintendo and like Ubisoft are having.
Yeah, they're like chilling.
Yeah, they're really good. So I'm hoping this, turns into like a Smash Bros. Like character reveal this year. I don't know.
That's what I'm saying. I think like they could definitely do something like that, where it's like a Smash Bros. Character reveal in another company's conference.
Yeah, like announce like Ezio or Sam Fisher. But we'll see. I don't know.
Neither of those. But
or maybe just Rayman. Rayman seems more plausible. But yeah, I like this relationship that they're having. They actually did, they had Mario and Rabbids, and then they had Starlink, which I'll talk about a little bit later. But yeah, so I definitely recommend you try out Mario Plus Rabbids. Like, if you have a Switch, you definitely should get that. It's a lot of fun. So we'll move on to Skull and Bones, which is like a naval combat game. It's like Black Flag, but you're only on the ship, and that's basically the game. But I was hoping for like a pirate like type game, but this isn't it. It's just you're just on the ship fighting. So I don't know. I was hoping for like a full-fledged like pirate game, but I guess that's what Black Flag is for. So yeah, Assassin's Creed 4 is actually really good, so definitely try it out for yourself. What else? Oh yeah, and before I mentioned Starlink, Battle for Atlas. They announced this here, but they actually had Star Fox for like the Switch version. And Miyamoto actually
Switch exclusive kind of thing.
Yeah, and then Miyamoto came on stage, and the guy gave him like a model or something, which looks really cool. So I'm really hoping they continue with this like collaboration, and it's really cool. So yeah, unfortunately the game actually didn't do so well. Like their toy sales like tanked really badly. They actually aren't selling it anymore. They discontinued it, I think.
With the whole Starfield thing?
Like the toys, I'm pretty sure.
Oh, just the toys.
Yeah,
okay.
The toys. It's like Disney Infinity, but with like
those are No, those Disney Infinity and I'm pretty sure Skylanders are like tanking super hard right now.
Yeah, well,
Disney Infinity's out. Like they don't make those anymore.
They took out the developer for that. Like they're done with it. So it was really depressing. But yeah. So there's that, and then there was also For Honor, DLC. I actually tried out For Honor. I actually got it for PlayStation Plus, and I actually really enjoyed it. It's very underrated, but I definitely think you should try it out for yourself. For Honor, just give it a try. But yeah, you won't be disappointed, definitely. The combat's very unique and very good, very strategy type, but definitely underrated. But yeah, we'll move on to The Crew 2. I like The Crew. I played it for free, like the open beta. I got bored of it after like 2 hours, and I just stopped playing after that. But yeah, it's out, and if you want to try it out, go for it. But I don't recommend it. I don't know about you, Prizzy, but
I mean, I don't mind it. It's definitely not something I go out of my way to get.
Yeah.
But I'll play it.
All right, and then the big one, ending it off with the big one, Assassin's Creed Odyssey. So, oh my God, I love this game. I don't know how many.
Is it good?
It's really good.
I stopped buying Assassin's Creed after Unity.
Oh, well, that's all right. But it's Greece. It's in ancient Greece with Spartans and Athens and Sparta. Let me rephrase that. But it's a lot of fun. I have no idea. So many hours into that. It's so fun. You can pick.
I might have to jump back on the thing then.
Yeah.
Back on the AC train.
I mean, you might as well wait for the next one. I heard it was like Vikings or something.
Oh, that's actually really dope. I kind of want to. I imagine they're going to talk about that this year, right?
I'm assuming, yeah. But I heard a rumor they're like not announcing it this year. I don't know. They might take like a break, but I don't know. I might be wrong. But yeah, it's a lot of fun. You can choose between Alexios and Cassandra. I chose Alexios, but I heard Cassandra is actually the better character. But it's a lot of fun. They had like they had like a lot of dialogue choices and big battles, war battles, and I definitely recommend you try that out. I love Assassin's Creed Odyssey, a lot of fun, but it's very grindy. I will say that, like it will take a long time for you to level up or in something, but the game is actually really fun. I will say that, but yeah, and they don't focus on like Abstergo stuff. This is actually that one game that doesn't go to.
Thank God. I hate that.
It's mostly just you in ancient Greece. They do they do small tidbits of it, but you can go back into the Adamus, after like 2 minutes of them talking. So very much they don't force you into like the real world.
Nice.
So you can just go back into the Matrix. But yeah, very good. So that's pretty much it. Very good conference. But where's Splinter Cell, huh? Where is it? Like
this year?
It better be this year.
Might be this year.
I'm gonna riot if it's not this year. Like, I remember some developer said like, "Oh, we're developing Splinter Cell," and like he quickly deleted the tweet. And I was like, "Oh, dang, no way!" Like they're actually doing this? Because we haven't gotten a Splinter Cell game since like 2013. That was 6 years ago, and it's not even out on next gen. So. I guess this generation on the PS4 and Xbox One, but yeah, I would give this a solid 8 out of 10. So, because I really like this conference. I don't know what would you give it?
I mean, I haven't tried out most of the games that they announced, but I'm done with some Ubisoft. I wouldn't say it's as good as some of the other ones ranked higher. 5.
Yeah, 5.
Yeah.
All right. I'll take that, I guess. Okay, yeah, that's Ubisoft, whatever you want to say. All right, so last but most certainly not least, Sony.
Oh Oh baby.
So, oh god, this was so. It was a lot of like technical. I don't know why they went with this format. So your experience would be very different if you were actually there, or if you were at home watching the conference. So they tried this new thing where you listen to like music, and then they move to like to the next room. You have to wait like 15 minutes, and during that time there's like people talking about the games, and you don't really care about that. But yeah, the very bad conference and a lot of technical issues that they had. But we'll start off with Last of Us 2. Definitely one of my most anticipated games. Definitely.
Love Last of Us.
Oh yeah, love the first Last of Us. And they had this banjo number. It dragged on for very long, but it was alright.
I am totally fine with more Last of Us content.
Yeah, and then the gameplay was just. I thought that there's just no way that this is real. Like, there's no way you could play it like this. But Naughty Dog is such a good studio that it could very well be possible. But the gameplay looks so good. I'm assuming you're playing as Ellie most of the time, because we didn't see Joel like at all.
I imagine so. That's probably.
But he isn't. He is there. He is in the game. But he just wasn't in these trailers, so yeah, definitely hyped for that. And they didn't announce the release date yet. I'm assuming they'll do that this year, definitely, because it's the third time they're showing it off.
No, yeah, there's no doubt they don't do a release date.
Yeah,
this year,
if they don't do that, then there's gonna be a problem. But but yeah, Last of Us 2, PS4 exclusive, by the way. So suck on that, Xbox fans.
I mean, it's pretty expected. The first one was.
Yeah.
Naughty Dog exclusively makes PS4 games.
Yeah. So Naughty Dog is so good at their games. Uncharted, Last of Us. So I'm really hoping for an Uncharted 5, but I know they're done with that.
With that too.
But I think they're done with it, as far as I know.
Yeah, I think 4 was a good ending.
4 was a good ending, and then they had Lost Legacy, which was meh at best. I mean, but yeah, Last of Us 2, definitely hyped for that. And they had let's move on to Ghosts of Tsushima. I mean, actually, hold on, let me backtrack. They did have like Black Ops 3 like DLC maps, which had like old like maps from like other games.
Yep.
And yeah, and then they had like a bunch of VR games. Days Gone. I don't care about Days Gone. I don't know if you do. If you want to talk about Days Gone.
Particularly.
Okay. Yeah, and then Destiny 2, Forsaken DLC. That game can just die. And then yeah, Ghost of Tsushima. This game, it's like a samurai type game in Japan. And it looks really cool. They had a flute guy, a guy with the flute playing it, and I don't know. I feel like he was messing up some of the notes. Cause I am a musician a little bit of myself, at a particular stage in my life, but I feel like he was messing up the notes a little bit. That might be just me, but the game itself looks really, really good. Looks beautiful. A lot of good combat. It's made by Sucker Punch Studios. I don't know. I'm not familiar with them.
Sucker Punch is pretty good. Sucker Punch is solid.
What do you know what they made? Like, what did they make? Like, what games have they made?
Let me check. I can Google it real quick.
Oh yeah, so combat
they
looks
made
really
Infamous.
cool. Infamous. Oh, no way. Okay.
Yeah, they made Infamous.
All right, that's good then.
That's all you need to know.
All right, so yeah, they had like there was like two people doing.
They made the Sly Cooper collection.
Ooh, Sly Cooper. All right, now I'm sold. Definitely sold. If I wasn't before, now I am. But yeah, they had like there was like two people dueling each other. The main character wins, obviously, but definitely excited for this. They didn't announce a release date to my knowledge. My notes don't have that, but I'm assuming they'll show that off. Which one? Ghost of Tsushima.
No, that is still that's still to be announced.
Yeah, so I'm assuming they'll announce that this year. There's also Control, which is made by the Quantum Break developers. So we'll leave it off with that, I guess. Quantum Break wasn't very good to my knowledge. It was Xbox exclusive.
Not that I remember either.
No, it wasn't very good. It's a new IP. Control is a new IP, so just to let you know. But it looks really trippy, like very like Inception, Doctor Strange like type of trippy. Resident Evil 2, which I heard is very good, and I really want to try it out. It's a remake, complete remake of the original Resident Evil 2. It looks really good. Capcom has been making such like good games lately.
Kind of like low-key swinging.
Yeah, they've been turning it around. Like they had Mega Man 11, Devil May Cry. Now they got Resident Evil 2. So they've been definitely turning it around for the better, definitely. So it's really good. So, yeah, there's that. And then I actually want to try Resident Evil 2 for myself. But I'm not a big scary game kind of person. But we'll see. Maybe this might change my mind. There was also like Trover Saves the Universe with like this dude in bathtub. That's pretty much it. That's all I got for that one. It just looks really funny, Rick and Morty type funny.
I gotcha.
But yeah, and then obviously Kingdom Hearts 3, the big one. They had announced pirates on this trailer. Trailer number 3, to my knowledge, is the third one. And you know they announced a limited edition for the PS4. And then they had the all-in-one Kingdom Hearts bundle, which gets you every single game, including Kingdom Hearts 3. They made so many bundles at this point that it's just like, it doesn't even matter. They had 1.5 and 2.5 and 2.8. So I assume you would call this all-in-one 2.9? I don't know.
I don't know. I don't follow it too closely.
Yeah, it's too many bundles. I have 1.5, 2.5, and 2.8, so that's it. And then yeah, let's move on from that. Death Stranding, the big unknown game from Kojima.
Oh yeah, no one even knows what that is.
It looks so like crazy and trippy and like it's very scary. It's very chill, lots of chills.
Yeah, I'm excited to see what it actually is.
Yeah, still no release date for that. Still no release date for that, which is really strange. But because it was announced like 2-3 years ago. A couple years ago, yeah. So maybe a release date this year. Hoping for that. And there was also Neo 2, which I don't know much about. It just looked epic. That's all I wrote for that. And then the big one for me is Marvel Spider-Man.
Yeah. Oh baby. Oh, I love that game so much.
I have like all the achievements on it and everything.
I'm working towards it. I didn't bring my PS4 up to school, so I didn't get to play it while I was at school. But now I'm at home, and I've been gaming.
Yeah. So obviously at this point, now that it's released, it's there's DLC for it.
Honestly, one of the best games I've played.
Yeah, massive success on that. Just so good. But yeah, they showed off the raft and all that with the Sinister Six, and I remember they fought, and then Spidey lost, and then the trailer, they actually like misled us because we were thinking it was like Green Goblin or like Iron Man or something. I don't know. And then when you actually play the game, it's Doc Ock.
It's Doc Ock.
They changed it a little. They changed it because if they showed like the arms, then it would be like, oh, it's Doc Ock. I'm surprised they actually like kept that hidden until the game released. But yeah, Doc Ock. It's actually Doc Ock, not someone else. But yeah, very misleading. A little bit of a mislead. But yeah, it's all right. But the game's actually really good. Really good.
Definitely big recommend.
So fun. I'm really happy that there's finally like a good Spider-Man game after all these years. There hasn't been one since, in my opinion, I know people say Spider-Man 2 for the PS2, but for me it's Shattered Dimensions. I really enjoy Shattered Dimensions on my Xbox, which had like 4 different Spider-Man. It was really fun. But yeah, then every single game after that was just, after Shattered Dimensions, was just so god awful. You know, you had Edge of Time, the Amazing Spider-Man games, which were hot garbage, but they actually gave it to Insomniac, which made Ratchet and Clank, Sunset Overdrive. Those are really good games. So I'm really happy that they gave it to Insomniac, and they actually did well with it successfully. So there is a sequel in development.
Is there really? I didn't know that.
There is.
I'm excited now.
And I'm pretty sure we won't see it this year. The sequel, definitely not.
Definitely not. I just learned about it, so no.
Yeah, so definitely not. So, but you don't know. We don't know. But yeah, that pretty much brings an end to that conference. But it was just so weak with the small amount of games, and then the whole technical difficulties, and trying something new, but it didn't work out with the whole music thing. But what they did have, like the games they did show off, were actually very good, and a lot of awesome exclusives. Even now, there's so many good games on the PS4 that what is Xbox even doing at this point? But the conference itself was just so weak, and I would give it a 7.
I was gonna say 6.
I would give it a 7. Yeah. So that pretty much brings an end to our discussion. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Hopefully, once E3 2019 comes out, we might do like a follow-up to it.
I would definitely hope we do a follow-up to talk about what we see.
I'd be down for that. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this episode of Gamer Talk, the incoming transmission D&D spinoff.
I'll probably just call this incoming transmission, being honest. But thank you for watching.
Yeah.
I hope you guys enjoyed. Leave a comment below what you're excited to see on E3 this year.
I thought this was my video. Okay.
You did the whole entire intro for the video on my channel. I get to do the outro.
That's very true. All right, yeah. What he said.
Make sure you guys subscribe to my channel, specifically Przzyfied. Because you're not on this one, so it's gonna take out a couple extra clicks. I know, but XBC will do you a very solid favor and leave my link in the description and put it on screen at the end.
Yeah.
Also, I was gonna say also, but I don't remember what I was gonna say after that.
All right.
Leave a like if you.
You're like, share.
Rate 5 stars.
Rate 5 stars
on all your social
Yelp.
medias. And I hope you guys enjoyed watching.
All right,
Thank you.
now back to your regularly God dang it, I forgot what I was supposed to say. Oh yeah, back to your regularly streamed Fusion Fall content. Goodbye.
See ya. What do you think? What do you expect from EA this year? Still hot garbage, or?
Wait, hold on a sec. I'll be right back. Someone's knocking.
Okay. He's got this out. I don't. Welcome back to the Incoming Transmission podcast. Today I'm joined by XBC Gamer as we talk about video games that came out last year or this year, or sometimes they haven't even come out at all. We're going to be running through the E3 conferences this year. I really hope that you're watching this editing this XBC, and you're not just looking at the audio lines to see when it because you're gonna miss this, and this is gonna be the video. If you're not XBC and you can hear me right now, that means he did a horrible job at editing the video, and that you should make fun of him in the comment section below, and tell him I told you to do that, because because he didn't edit out the part where he left the room.
I heard like a good bulk of that. Thanks a lot, man.
So when I edit videos and I have to leave for a bit, I always look for when the audio lines are flat, so I know when there's no one talking.
Yeah, so I looked at the minute mark. But anyways, yeah.